How much does a website cost? Well, that can go anywhere from $500 if you're just buying a template and you went on Fiverr or they bought you the template and it comes out really cheap. Yeah, but then a real website would start at least at $2,000, and then it can go all the way up to $1 million. It could be a 500-page website, it can be a 10,000-page website. It depends if it's something you want out front, built and ready, or it's something you put out there and then you grow it slowly. So let's say if you have a small e-commerce website with, I don't know, 50 products, then it can range anywhere from $4,000 or $5,000 to $20,000 depending on the complexity. So do you need specific scheduling? Is it localized? Is it global? Do you need to print the shipping labels? It can get very expensive. And then if it's just a small website for a local moms and pop shop, yeah, it could be probably $3,000. But again, there's always going to be that extra payments that are going to come with the website, anywhere from backups, hosting, domain, plugins on the website. If you're using BigCommerce, for example, they charge a monthly fee. WooCommerce doesn't, but then the plugins cost you money. So the websites can differ. Usually e-commerce websites are much more expensive. Does SEO have a future? Well, SEO is the future, but it's also the past. SEO is not something new; it's something that's been going on since forever. Nowadays, it's very big because people are understanding that it's a very good way of optimizing your website, and also at the same time making sure your website generates organic traffic, because in essence SEO is trying to imitate the user experience. So it's making sure that it's mobile friendly, it's making sure that it's desktop friendly, and then if it does that, you already fixed your website in those terms, so then it's more likely to be pleasant for users. So you're kind of killing two birds at once. Not a lot of people know that that's what SEO is. They think it's stuffing keywords and hiding stuff. No, it's not. It's actually making the best website for the customer. How long does it take to build a website? I've built websites in 5 hours when I used like a template and then I adjusted it for a brand new small website with no content. And then I had like customized websites that I couldn't use any of my templates that I save. I had to like build it from scratch, and it took me 2 weeks just to get the frames because I couldn't stand it. So it depends on the developer, and it depends if he's he has like OCD with little corners and he wants it to fit on tablets as well, even though he doesn't expect any tablet traffic. So it could take anywhere from 5 hours to 60 days. Generally speaking, a page takes about half a day if you also need to do the designs. If you have a designer, so it's faster. So 10 pages, you and a designer working on it, maybe like 3-4 hours a day, you could launch it in a week perfectly, like no revisions, like something that's just fresh out of the box. What is email marketing? Email marketing is one of the oldest forms of marketing in the modern era. Email marketing, in my opinion, is a headache, but it's not bad if you have already a built system. Starting to do it, it's kind of and you also need to have a database. Like if you have only like 3,000-4,000 emails, how many emails are you going to send? 2-3, and then you're going to start losing them, or they're going to report you that you're spamming them. You need to be very concrete when you do email marketing. For example, you need to have organization. If you want to send an email marketing campaign about people who like cats, you need to make sure you have the data for people who like cats. You want to make sure that these people actually like cats. So anybody who's going to put a like on this video or going to comment on it and is going to go and subscribe from this video because he likes Bullet, then I know I can send them like a cool video, another cool video with the cat. But most companies don't actually keep, organized data. They have one person managing it, then he quits or whatever, and then the data gets mashed up like mashed potatoes, and it doesn't work very well. It's a lot of maintenance. Usually there's one person in big companies that manages all of that, and even him, he's overwhelmed. He's like, I get 10-20,000 emails a month, I need to sort them out and organize them. It's not for small businesses. It could work, but not always. What is digital marketing? Digital marketing is anything that's digital and involves marketing, which means, for example, YouTube, or even just search engine optimization, and even, putting yourself on, on somebody else's website, like a banner. That's digital marketing. Digital marketing can also be print. So people say that classic marketing is dead, but you can combine digital marketing with regular marketing. So for example, if I'm printing a flyer, I can put a QR code on it, and then I turn it into digital marketing. What is PPC? PPC is pay per click. It's also sometimes referred as cost per click, but they're kind of the same. So PPC is anything that you pay per the click. Even affiliate marketing is considered somewhat pay per click. So if you have a search result with an ad on Google and you click it, and that's considered a paid click. If you click on the results underneath that are not an ad, these are not PPC. Therefore, PPC stands for pay per click, and then everything that's usually below the search results or above it, depending on the type, is organic and not PPC. However, organic results are also considered PPC sometimes because they do show up organically. So it depends on the perspective you're looking at it, if it's internally or in general. Companies usually would not consider organic traffic as PPC, but you will see in analytics reports sometimes organic paid. So that is still considered organic, even though it's PPC, pay per click. Which one is better, Facebook or Google ads? I would say Google, but I would recommend to avoid both just because it's not like a tattoo, it's like a sticker. Like you get the traffic, and if you don't pay, it's gone kind of. You'll have to keep paying. There was a big mess in 2020 with antitrust lawsuits and data privacy concerns, and a lot of things changed in the ads industry between Facebook and Google. You can Google about it and find some info. Some of it is going to be a little harder to find, but it relates to US Congress changing some laws and people complaining, and that TikTok scandal and all these other things. Today, you would definitely need somebody to optimize your ad campaign. Back in the day, I wouldn't recommend it all the time because Google ads were like not struggling, but they had like a very good system. So for example, nowadays, if you're trying to put two words in a search, like tennis shoes, and it will find you tennis shoes, and it'll find you pink ones as well, right, in the ads keywords results. But before, if you put tennis shoes, you could say, I only want to rank for tennis shoes. Today, the situation is completely different. And I wouldn't even recommend Google ads over Facebook ads because of it. But the issue with Facebook ads actually is the lack, in my experience, which ended around 2021, is that Facebook kind of charges you per impressions, not necessarily per clicks, while Google is doing the other way around. So they're kind of like different. It's funny. I wouldn't recommend either of them, but Google is usually better because the difference is that when you show an ad to people on Facebook, it's actually something that just shows up on their feed when they're scrolling or doing something, less in their search engine. But the intent of the user in Google search is actually looking for something, and it's usually commercial intent or buying intent. They have intent to find something because they're literally on a search engine. What is fractional CMO? Fractional CMO is somebody who acts in a role of a chief marketing officer, and he basically is going to work with you either part-time or is going to be working with you for a short period of time, part-time or full-time, so similar to a contract. Those individuals are usually people who don't want to work full-time. Many people who have businesses already built based off their career, or they just retired. They don't want to work much. They only take it as a hobby and for fun. Sometimes they wouldn't charge you a lot if they think your cause is good. For example, I work with nonprofits, sometimes even for free for 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And sometimes I did consultations only for free. So if you're looking for somebody to help your business and you're still in the growing stages and you don't know, what you really want, Try to explain to them what the cost is that you're looking for to pay, and also if you have a cause. For example, I like to donate to cats and save cats, like this cat Bullet that we saved from the Savannah Cat Rescue. How do startups do marketing? Startups do marketing sometimes by just pouring a lot of money. So let's say I got $50 million and I'm just gonna throw it on, Google ads, and they spend 150, 250, sometimes $1 million a month worth of money on ads, sometimes on Google ads alone, which is fine if you got the money and you want to spend it. And SEO takes time, so it kind of makes sense if you want to pour it because you're trying to grow right now, your investors are looking at you. So that's how startups would probably do it when they get invested. But if they don't have that investment in the beginning, they would have an issue. Like, they would have to decide which marketing strategy they want. The first person, they'll have to hire somebody who does HR, and they'll have to get like a marketing team to do the strategy. And then one of those people in the team might have a fault, or maybe multiple of them, and you need to have somebody to lead them. So your strategy is going to be useless if you don't have somebody to actually implement it with experience. So the startup marketing strategy in most cases would be anywhere from working with SEOs, working with ad campaign managers, influencers, social media, classic marketing, literally sending mailers. It depends on your specific niche. What you can, up to what you can't afford. But you need to decide, is this going to actually bring me money? So you have to scale it from $1,000, let's say, to $10,000 a year. From $1,000 to $10,000 a month. You have to scale it through. So if I'm spending $3,000 a month on a marketing project, and it doesn't bring me any leads within 2-3 months, it's a big problem. If it's SEO, it wouldn't be an issue. You have to wait 3 to 6 to 8 months sometimes. But Google Ads should bring you revenue right away. And if you don't have that profit, don't spend the money. So gauge it and go up with it. I mean, you can't make a mistake if you're already making money. What is affiliate marketing? Affiliate marketing is basically using paid or revenue split links, or sometimes not even real money, but just like a link scheme. Some people link between each other, like you would have one website linking to another just to generate more traffic and connections between. Sometimes it even produces authority. Affiliate marketing is a very good marketing strategy for businesses who are looking to become passive. Let's say I'm a blog and I'm gonna write a lot of articles that gonna help people find the best tents out there, and then what they're gonna do, they're gonna click on the links on my blog, and I could be chilling and just making money off those clicks. The vendor who's selling these tents are gonna pay me for that traffic or for those sales, sometimes both. Some companies will pay you only for sales, sometimes people will pay you just for the traffic, and sometimes people will even keep the cookie when somebody clicks for 30 days. So look at those affiliate marketings when you choose them. Sometimes they will tell you, we keep your cookie for 60 days. Why is creating a blog so important? People have no idea, but blogs are the heart of your website, unless your website actually has meat on it. What I mean by that is, for example, let's say my website is a mechanics website that explains how to fix Toyotas. If I have 150 pages that explaining how to actually fix those things with a Toyota, then I will rank for those things. If I don't have it and I just have a Toyota mechanic website that doesn't explain these things, I need to have some sort of content to put there, otherwise people won't find you when they search anything. And that extrapolates everywhere towards your website. So Google Maps, YouTube if you have videos, or more accurately, the video tab. And you want to also make sure that you understand that a blog takes time to build. It's not like, hey, I'm just going to put a blog for you and that's it. The content needs to be researched for, because it's going to compete with other content. So the website also looks good, has a blog, generates traffic, and then it's going to rank locally. I know it sounds funny, and a lot of business owners, oh, why do I need a blog? I just need to have some keywords. No, the keywords are the blog, because your blog is going to have 10,000 words and you're going to have 50 of them. You're going to break the barrier. Usually it's around 40 to 50 articles for small businesses locally. You do that, then you kind of like king of the hill at that area, not all over the world. You're not like on the top of the world, but you're at least going to get traffic locally and your business is going to do pretty well. What is social media marketing? Well, this is social media marketing. For example, this video in this box, social media marketing is not just Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, God forbid, and it's YouTube. YouTube is the biggest platform in the world. It's the biggest social media. It's actually the second largest search engine out there. So try to make videos, put them on your social media, and then do that marketing back and forth. Send people from your YouTube channel or Rumble channel to your whatever platform you want to try to sell. Maybe it's a Facebook marketplace, maybe you're a local car dealer, maybe you, I don't know, sell unique carpets or swords. Who knows what you're trying to do, but it's back and forth. Also with your website, you can send people from social media to your website. That's going to boost your website's SEO and also help your clients not to lose you there. So if they go to your page and you link on your page to your website, people go back and forth. So this is perfect social media marketing, closed circle between you and your customers. What is influencer marketing? For example, if you want to bring people from a specific individual to buy your product, that is influencer marketing. For example, if I'm a right-wing conservative and I want to bring people to buy guns, I will do that by maybe hiring Ben Shapiro to talk about it on my, in my gun store, for example. That would be one example. If you're trying to just sell something pretty to a bunch of ladies in their 20s and they want to like get maybe plastic surgery or lingerie stuff or like expensive teas, I don't know, that's what girls like, I guess. So you just get and put it in front of their faces using a model or somebody who is an expert in the field that can make it entertaining for them. And this is how you will get traffic, results, and also boost your own search engine optimization, because you will be related to people who are already out there. How much does an e-commerce website cost? Well, I spoke about this in many videos. E-commerce websites, whoa, they're expensive, but sometimes they're cheap. I think the cheapest e-commerce website I ever sold was like $5,000. And it was very mild, and then they ended up paying more because they just needed a lot more work, because e-commerce websites are big and they grow and they change. It's a lot of labor, but they can go all the way up to $1 million. You'd be surprised. Some websites have 10,000 products and they need a lot of management. So just setting it up, it's a big headache. After you set it up, it could be a little cheaper, but it's still expensive. What is internet marketing? So before you had SEO and all those other buzzwords and terms, you had internet marketing. That's like the legacy term for digital marketing. Internet marketing is basically anything that's on the internet. So before it was links, social media, like kind of like maybe MySpace and stuff like that, putting you on like top site websites. So before you had like something called top sites. So you would Google best sites for chocolate in Iowa, for example. So you would have like a top sites with like the top 5 best websites in Iowa for chocolate, or Dragon Ball Z, or whatever it might be. This is where this top 5 things type of SEO ranking technique came from, because there were top sites, and this was really the core of internet marketing, together with like radio, like go on my website, if it's like www.yellowpages.com or something like that. Even that was considered internet marketing, because you sent people to your website and then from there you would sell, and then the links between all the other websites matter. That's why backlinks and linking and SEO is so important, because it's just connections. It's the same way like somebody recommends you and sends you somewhere by a referral. A link is a referral. So internet marketing is the World Wide Web. It's called a web for a reason. It's like a spider web, all the links between. That's why it's called like that. How much should a small business budget for marketing? If you're a really small business, I would say just put that lump sum for the website, build a very good one, If you already have a website, then don't worry about that. I think $500 a month is sufficient on the long run. Maybe do the first year a little bit more if you have a very decent marketing company, but try and specify the marketing. Don't take a marketing company, take a specific thing. So for example, if you're brand new, you don't have any videos, you don't have anything, you just need a website, get a website, get something running on it. After you have something solid, then think about it. What's going to sell to my clients? Okay, videos are going to help because you're selling products or services and people need to see it with their own eyes. Spend $1,000 a month for a couple of months on a company that's actually going to create videos for you. Then take these videos, cherish them, and then use them with something like paid ads or SEO or growth marketing hacks. Maybe people can shove it into some specific platforms and make you grow. It depends on your specific product, and obviously what are you working with. Can you do the showcase? Do you have to hire just a photographer? Maybe do you need to do content writing? You need to really think and examine what's going to help you. Sometimes a marketing consultant can tell you, but the budget for a small business shouldn't be, in my opinion, more than $1,000 a month, unless you don't have a website and you have nothing going on, like you're just brand new. You'll have to put out a lot of money in the beginning, so it's not going to be cheap. Get ready to spend at least $10,000 when you start a business, website, all that, and then a small portion every month, anywhere from $500 to $1,000. How much do apps spend on marketing? By the word apps, I guess you mean applications and all these companies that have apps. Well, putting it on the Play Store is one thing, but if you're actually going to do a lot of marketing for something that's going to sell as an app, it could be a lot of money. You're getting into a realm that's completely different. It could be $1 million a year in paid ads without even blinking an eye. Why is that? Because just building an app costs money. I mean, an Android developer, a good one, if you're selling something good, is going to cost you at least $80,000 a year in salaries, unless you can get somebody offshore that's maybe going to cost you half. So we're talking about a lot of money in the industry, so your competition is higher, so the marketing in these things is expensive. So if you're thinking of making an app and it's just going to be the best of the best, unless you're getting 5 stars from anybody who downloads it with extreme reviews like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever, you're going to need to spend a lot of money. Yeah, probably $1 million a year, in my opinion. I've seen companies run with less, but it didn't end up well. What is a B2B company example? A B2B company example could be anybody that sells to another business. A lot of companies do both, but a strict B2B company example would be, for example, Lockheed Martin. They would never sell me a fighter jet, so that's an example, a great one actually. I mean, you could actually buy an F-16. I've seen one like for sale in Palm Beach a few years ago, but how are you gonna fly it? I mean, how much do restaurants pay for marketing? Actually, restaurants pay a lot of money for marketing, unfortunately, because they're getting scammed. I have a video about the subject of people getting scammed, but restaurants should pay $500 a month, in my opinion. But if they're big and they have multiple listings on Google search, they should be paying around $1,000, because they need to have constant monitoring for the listings. But after they're built out and they're nice, it's going to cost less, because for local SEO and marketing, that's going to do its own, because your own customers, if you package your food well, they're going to upload the pictures and they're going to share it on their own. So they're going to do that part for you. You just need to make sure it looks decent, it looks nice. And then the website itself and the marketing part, you don't have to do much. If your website is good and you have a menu that is running, you just need a developer to maintain it and build it right the first place. Don't give money to a developer that builds a website that doesn't rank. Ask for referrals and find somebody who can actually help you. Don't pay a lot, and don't listen to anybody who tells you need to pay $2,000 a month for marketing. It's a scam. So, do marketing agencies pay for marketing? Yes and no. It depends on the agency and what they do. So, for example, if I'm a startup marketing agency, they already have a lot of connections and they probably got a lot of ways to send traffic from here to there. So they might actually pay for SEO marketing, but they provide all the other services. So they're just paying for what they're lacking. And sometimes they would pay for influencers to boost them out. Why not? I mean, it's a very good marketing technique. Usually marketing agencies don't need that type of stuff, especially if they're in the organic industry like SEO or paid ads. They know how to get their clients. Social media and marketing companies usually have to pay because they have to have somebody build them a website. So yes or no, it really depends on a specific agency, company, and how long they've been in business. The bigger they are, usually, the less chance they will be paying for marketing.